Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 5 with Lord Cucumber. Today we're going to see how far we can get into the industrial era. We're still in the in the Renaissance era, but that will change very, very soon as we get more and more enlightened into the ways of science, which is excellent. We're going for metallurgy soon, which will lead to rifling and several other things. And also we have research pacts with people, and yeah, that's gonna yield a lot of stuff for us. So we're kind of exploring the seas and the world around us at present. And I'm not even sure where my ship is, but I'm sure it will pop up sometime soon. Anyway, oh yeah, I think it's down here somewhere. I think I was exploring into the areas around this area. Yeah. Well, in any case, we're gonna just head on and see where we'll end up. We're gonna make the 16 chapel soon. We've got several other things going as well, as the Kremlin, for instance. We've got a lot of money, so yeah, things are looking up for us. Things are definitely looking up. We're just gonna dive down into this place right here. There we go. Get rid of that last fog of war on sea. See what we can find. We've got one of the smaller empires, but in a cultural victory. That apparently is an advantage, or so as I understand. So yeah, we're gonna go for that. Let's head to the next turn. There's not much to do right now. Oh yeah, the Romans and the Greeks are fighting over here. They're not very good at fighting each other, really. I think the Romans are gonna sink that Greek barge. Yep. There it goes. Plamp. The Roman ship looks pretty battered as well. Almaty desires a marble. I'm sure it does. Okay, now let's see what we can see. Okay, well, this looks pretty empty. Yeah. How about we just invest in... we're going to invest in anything? No, we're not. I don't think we're going to invest in these guys. They're not worth investing. Got allies here. Allies, cultural allies. Now those are worth my gold. I'm going to give them some. Here we go. There we are. Do we have anyone else in need of gold? No. Okay, well, the great thing about these allies, obviously, is that we are really having a lot of bonuses from them because of our policies. We have several research bonuses. For instance, the more friends we make that actually have the same goal, like Sale, who are cultured, the better. There we go. We're just gonna strengthen our friendship right there. Edinburgh, they're militaristic, I think. Yeah, not very interesting. And Almaty, well, they are also militaristic. Monaco is probably cultured. Yeah, they are. So I'm gonna ally, I think. Yeah, there we are. We're allies with Monaco now, and that gives us a little bit of insight to the world right around there. Bucharest. What about Bucharest? They're cultured as well. Alright. We're good friends with them. I'm not going to spend all my gold there, but that's good to know. Alright. Okay, let's head for the next turn. This is going to be a slightly boring part as we move ahead and sort of invent stuff and occasionally, but really occasionally, build stuff. Hopefully that 16th chapel is gonna really bring in the best for us. We've got 6 coal for us to use. and I hope we get metallurgy soon. And I think there might be land here somewhere. Or at least I'm hoping. Otherwise, this quest will have been in vain. But as you can see now, the AI is also settling on the smaller islands. So the world is pretty much divided up already, unless you start conquering it. I could go for this little stretch of land, but well, it's not really that good. It's in the polar region, it's tundra. Tundra generally doesn't give you very much food, although this place does have a lot of fish, so that might be worth going for. But as said, if we want to go for a cultural victory, we don't want to expand too much. And as difficult as it is, so we're not gonna wait that out. I think I'm just gonna stay the way I am right now. And grant the bonuses of that area to someone else. Possibly China. China would be very happy receiving that, I suppose. As they are in decline. People are fighting them. I don't know why. Silver to Alexander ended. Okay, so we're no longer exporting silver to Alexander. Alright. Well, he had his fun with it. A unit needs orders. Alright. I'll just send him into the cloud here. There we go. It's going to clear the cloud up. And once we do, we're going to head back over here because this continent, right here in the right corner, we have not looked into as often. Darius has completed the Forbidden Palace. Was I building that somewhere? I don't remember. Probably. But it's one of the lesser ones that I don't need. It's not very special. I think it just gives you defensive bonuses, so who cares? As long as nobody cuts me off at the 16th chapel, I'm quite happy. What was I building here? The public school, opera house. No, I'm not building it anywhere. Good. A bank, that will be welcomed. Seaport, that will also be welcomed. Alright, okay. Oh, only 3 more turns. We're almost there. Yeah. Of course, the thing is, and this is really true, we are playing at a chieftain level, so not an awful lot is going to be threatening to us. Even if we weren't to upgrade our armies, for instance. I mean, I couldn't make knights out of these guys, but why would I? It's not that interesting. At this point in time, the threat of actual hostile players like Russia, my next door neighbors, is absolutely minimal, as far as I can tell, at least. They haven't attacked. They have no interest in attacking me. That's probably because I am allied to 4 cities directly connected to our territories. And I could imagine that being very difficult to work with if you're trying to commandeer an army to take an area. Because you get not 1 adversary, but 3 or 4 or 5. So that works out. I think I'm going to use that idea in my next game of Civilization, which I don't know if I'm going to play online. I have no idea if I'm going to let's play that on a higher level. With an army so weak, it's a surprise your empire hasn't succumbed to barbarian invasion. Yeah, whatever. You can just say whatever you like. You know, we have a very weak army, but we've got a huge piece of the world that's ours.
There never was a good knife made.
There we go. Rifling. And we can make riflemen. Now that would be interesting. Although cavalry would be interesting, and a military academy would also be interesting, and the Brandenburger Gate would be interesting. Or biology. What would be more beneficial at this time? Military science, probably. And it's also recommended by 2 of my guys, so we're gonna go for that. Alright. Here we go. Just gonna